All right, let's jump right into a topic that is absolutely critical for any organization that wants to succeed and survive. We're talking about bribery and corruption. This isn't just some abstract headline you see in the news. It's a very real threat that demands a strong, proactive defense. So over the next few minutes, we're going to lay out the blueprint for building exactly that. I mean, really think about that question. This goes so much deeper than just financial loss. It's like a silent poison that seeps into the foundations of your business, eroding the one thing you can't buy back: trust. The trust of your team, your partners, and your customers. And that's the really scary part, isn't it? It rarely starts with some big, dramatic moment. It often begins with something small, something that seems almost harmless, but it creates a chain reaction, and by the time you realize what's happening, the damage is already done. So, to build an effective defense, you've got to understand the enemy, right? So let's get crystal clear. What are we actually talking about when we use a word like corruption? Okay, so that's the textbook definition. It seems straightforward, but the phrases to really focus on are something of value and to influence an action. That something of value can be a whole lot more than just a bag of cash. Knowing exactly where that line is, that is the absolute first step in protecting your entire organization. Now let's bring this home. It's so easy to hear this stuff and think, oh, that's a problem for other companies. But the reality is, your business is directly in the line of fire. Let's dig into why that is. This concept right here is absolutely critical to understand. Regulators are no longer just looking for one bad apple. They can and they will hold the entire company responsible for what just one person does. The risk isn't just personal anymore, it's corporate. So building that defense wall starts with knowing exactly what you're defending against. It means you have to be able to spot what bribery actually looks like, understand all the different ways corruption can manifest, and know the specific laws that are in play, like the MAC Act you see here. And this is where the game totally changed. A piece of legislation like Section 17A has completely moved the goalposts. It is no longer good enough to just clean up a mess after it happens. The law now demands that you prove you have adequate procedures in place to prevent corruption from happening in the first place. Okay, so we've outlined the risk. It's real, it's serious, and the stakes could not be higher. So what do you do? How do you actually build this proactive defense the law requires? Well, here's the blueprint. It's a powerful 5-part framework. It all has to start at the very top, with real commitment from leadership. From there, you figure out your specific risks. Where are you most vulnerable? Then you put controls in place. You train your entire team, and this is key, you create a system of constant review and monitoring. It's not a one-and-done fix, it's a living, breathing system. But let's be real for a second. Just doing enough to avoid a fine? That's a pretty low bar to set. The real goal, the real win, is to build a company culture that is fundamentally resistant to corruption. And that means you have to move way beyond just checking a compliance box. This slide lays out the mindset shift perfectly. The old, reactive way just sees this as a cost of doing business, a bunch of rules you follow to avoid getting in trouble. But the proactive approach, it sees this as a strategic investment in building a resilient, high-trust culture. One is just managing risk. The other is building a genuine, long-term competitive advantage. And for those in leadership roles, the strategy gets even deeper. We're talking about weaving best practices right into the fabric of your governance, implementing sophisticated models like the 5 lines of defense. This basically builds multiple layers of protection and oversight, from your frontline folks all the way up to the board. Think of it like building a multi-layered shield around your company. And the best part is you don't have to invent any of this from scratch. This entire proactive approach is perfectly aligned with ISO 37001, which is the global gold standard for anti-bribery systems. So you're building a defense that's been proven to work all over the world. So all of this, everything we've talked about, it really boils down to one fundamental question for every single person in a position of leadership. Are you truly prepared to take this on? And if you see your role on this list, if you're a business owner, a senior manager, an internal auditor, anyone whose job involves mitigating risk, then you are on the front lines of this battle. The buck really does stop with you. Because at the end of the day, this is about so much more than just avoiding fines or staying out of the headlines. It's about building a company that good people are proud to work for, a company that others are proud to do business with. It's about leading with integrity. And the only question left is, are you ready to build that culture?